Hi, welcome to Brent's Pot Hour. I got some pot. I got this on River Road in Puyallup. We got a new place on River Road. There's a new place on River Road. I don't know if you've seen it. It says there's a big recreational sign. It's a good place, inexpensive, and I mean I've been smoking their stuff with other stuff. But this was a special report because I'm a psycho guy. I'm one of those psycho people that believes that I'm a Freudian. I follow Freud, my psychology, because I think that the things that you do are caused by things that happen to you, that your mind has calculated how to deal with life because of the things that happened to you when you were really young. Because we all have like memories of when we were young. And I recently this is actually not the first time I've uncovered this memory, but I think it's my base repressed memory, and I haven't ever gotten to the bottom of it, because every time I've hit on it, you know, I've been pulled back by other people, I think. But this time I'm going it all alone. I'm completely all by myself. I don't have anybody to cry to. I don't have anybody to, you know, I don't have anybody to talk shit to. I don't have anybody to hurt anymore. I've ran everybody off. My family, all my friends are gone. Everybody is gone. I'm completely alone. I'm all by myself. This is Diary of a Madman. This is a Diary of a Madman. Truly, this is a Diary of a Madman, because when I was growing up, when I was 15 years old, I remember going to my aunt and uncle's house, Sheila and Nick Neslin, and my cousins were there, you know. Nicholas, he's 6 years older than me, and Michael is 2 years younger than me, and Amy is the same age as me, and Kim is 8 years older than me. That's their kids. Kim, Michael, Nick, and Amy. Those are their 4 kids. Nick and Sheila are the parents. When I went to their house, and I went there with my family, with my whole family, my parents and my brother, and I don't remember my sister, but my sister got married a long time ago. I think she was already married. And early in the day, I remember my uncle putting me into the furnace and turning it on. My dad was right outside, and he, you know, he opened the, I was screaming, and he opened the door. My dad did, and I got out. Later on, I was in the garage, and Nick, my cousin, that's 6 years older than me, he put me in. And my brother opened the door. When Nick put me in the second time, well, it actually happened both times, the first time and the second time. It just got so hot in there. It just like boils your brain. You can't believe how hot it gets in there. It just gets so fucking hot in there. But I didn't think they were trying to kill me. I thought they were joking around. Later on, this lady came. She had a limp. I've met her. at the shop in Kent, at the HRD shop in Kent. Met this lady, and then I saw her when I was up there that night. And then later on I was talking to her, but I couldn't see her. And I don't remember if Nick told me she was on a walkie-talkie, Nick the son, if she told me she was on a walkie-talkie or if she was behind the furnace. But I was talking to her and she was crying and she was asking why, and I was thinking, I kept looking at Nick wondering what the hell is she talking about. And then she just shut up and she didn't say anything, and Nick turned the furnace on, and Nick said she left out the back, and I didn't see her go. But it's a really big furnace. This furnace is really big. And then I went, I started thinking I was crazy. I started thinking I must be crazy because I didn't see her leave, you know. And then I was just thinking I'm crazy. And then I was walking through the house, and then I walked outside and I was talking with Amy on the front lawn, and Amy said, my family are mass murderers. We've been killing people since, she told me since she was 5 years old, they've been killing people. And I just, and she told me about satanic rituals that they did, and that was what I was trying, you know. It was like I latched on to Amy because Amy was my only protection or whatever from the Netherlands. Amy was my protector. And then I remember this, I was in the garage and this lady in a dress came in, or in a flower dress came in, and she came over to me, and I said something to her. I don't know what I said, something about what are you doing here. She said insurance, and then she walked back, and then Nick just popped his head into the shop and he said, told the lady to get into the furnace, and then he left. And I told the lady, don't get into the furnace. I mean, that it's just a joke, right? And then she was climbing in and I was trying to stop her, and then I let her climb in or whatever, and then I was talking to her when she was in the furnace. And then Nick, the son, came in again and he closed the door to the furnace. And then I was just standing there, and then this kind of fat guy in a suit with a big mustache, bigger than my mustache, well, probably the same size as mine, but probably bigger, but it seemed like he had a bigger mouth. His lip, his top lip to his nose was a lot bigger, so he had a bigger mustache. But Big Nick opened the furnace door, and I was just standing there, and Nick looked inside, and the girl was sitting there, and then Nick looked at me like, what is she doing in there, you know? And I was like, I don't know. And then they were like, well, she needs to get out of there, right? And then Nick was like, oh, my back, you know. And then that's what old Nick said. And then so the fat guy was like, okay, well, I'm gonna, he started reaching in to the furnace, right? And then they just got behind him and pushed him in. And then his leg didn't go all the way in, right? Nick and little Nick was trying to push his leg in. Big Nick just closed the door. His sock was sticking out the top of the door, right? And then Big Nick turned the furnace on. And I was thinking, it must be a shower or something, right? That's what I was thinking. Honestly, I really didn't know everything that this furnace did. And then, because they opened the door a couple minutes later, and the guy was standing there. He was standing right at the door. I mean, his back was facing us, and they were saying something to him, and I think that he gave him his wallet. He gave them his wallet, I think. And then they closed the door and turned the furnace back on, and I was thinking, it must be a shower. It's gotta be a shower. I mean, it's not funny though. I mean, these people were fucking killing people right in front of me. My aunt and uncle, Nick and Sheila Neslin. I mean, it wasn't Sheila though. I mean, it was Nick, and it was Nicholas, and it was Nicholas Sr. and Nicholas Jr. That's who. I never saw Michael or Amy or Kim or Sheila but I know that they knew about it. And that's what Amy was telling me. Everybody had done it. Everybody was a part of it. I mean, people had killed people. I mean, it was everybody in the family had killed someone. Amy only killed one person, but I guess she was saying that everybody else in the family had killed more than one person. And they were getting rid of all the bodies in the furnaces. They got rid of all the bodies in the furnaces. In all the furnaces they've had. The one in Kent, probably the one in Portland. I never went to their house in Portland, but their house in Kent, their house in Enumclaw, their house in Gig Harbor, and now their house in Gig Harbor, they have crematoriums delivering bodies. I mean, they have a crematorium in their house. This is some serious shit. This is what completely fucked my life up. I couldn't deal with it. I committed suicide. I probably committed suicide 20 times over not knowing, completely fucked up. I'm not knowing exactly why most of the time. I have never really been clear about why I had to do it, but there was just times and when I was 16, I mean, I knew what I was going to do. I knew. I mean, I knew it. I had to. I couldn't remember anything anymore. And I had to get out. It was serious. So that's why I have smoked pot my whole life and drank and been a drug addict. Because I have demons that I don't want to deal with. This is the main one, and hopefully I'm gonna get rid of it this time. As soon as the Neslins get busted, I think it's gonna relieve a lot of strain off my chest. I think it'll be really good for me. Because it was too much. It was too much. I mean, think about that. You're only a freaking 15-year-old kid that has lived out in the country his whole life. I couldn't deal with any of it. As soon as the first person was killed, and I was thinking, because when I was leaving the shop, I was thinking, did I just see what the fuck I think I saw? Did he just turn the furnace on? Was she in the furnace or was she out of the furnace? And he said that she left, and I just didn't know. I didn't know. And then when Amy talked to me and she told me that, I mean, it's all real. What I was thinking is exactly what was happening, or whatever. I thought, what? Is anybody true? I mean, is there anybody that's true in the world? Is anybody really who they say they are? I mean, these people are completely fucking fake. And they're mass murderers. Nick and Sheila Neslin. Well, mostly Nick and Nick Neslin, the father and son. But Amy told me that Amy even admitted to me that she did one time. She told me that she stabbed a woman 5 times. But they told her if she didn't do it, that they'd kill her. So, I mean, she's dead now. So, I mean, there's nothing. I need to get this. I need people to know. I mean, if you don't believe me, it doesn't affect me. I'm just letting you know. That's what my problem has been my whole life. If you were ever wondering what my problem was, that's it. So God bless, God bless, God bless. Have a great night. God bless, God bless. And I will see you soon. God bless, God bless.